Hello, my name is Brittany. I'm the registered dietitian with Celine Heart Group. Today I'm with Serge from Vibrant Occasions Catering, and he's going to be demonstrating one of our Ornish recipes. What are we having today, Serge?
We are having spaghetti squash with our Ornish arrabbiata sauce.
Ooh,
And
sounds delicious.
It is. It's one of those really easy, simple recipes that I do at home. It only takes about 30-40 minutes, and man, you got yourself a great meal, a very healthy meal, and you're ready to go.
Plant-based?
Plant-based. It's all plant-based. That's exactly right. I started by cutting the spaghetti squash, and what I'm trying to do is getting all these seeds out.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's not very hard to do. Just get it out. I'm going to put it in my little trash bowl right here. And first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and cook the spaghetti squash. Just
Okay.
a little bit of spray on the inside, and also a little bit on the outside. Just go ahead and rub it real well on there. And we put it on a sheet pan, and what we do with the sheet pan, we'll go ahead and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes, the cut side down. That way what happens is it's going to be roasting on the outside. There's going to be a lot of steam going in the inside, and it also cooks the inside as well, okay?
Yeah.
And 15 minutes afterwards, you just turn it around and go ahead and get the stuff to give it a little bit of crust, and also cook a little bit more. And by then, your sauce should be done, and you'll be ready to eat.
Awesome.
So having said that, we're going to go ahead and start with our sauce next. And I forgot to turn this that's the way to start.
Okay. That's
Put
all
a little
right.
bit of pan spray, and we're going to start with our onions.
Okay,
And
and so how did you come up with this recipe?
it's actually one of our favorite recipes at home, but we went ahead and basically make it a healthier alternative.
Okay.
You know, by taking a little bit of the butter out of it, and you play with it a little bit, give it more pungent flavors that are healthy for you, and guess what? Before you know it, you're eating a very healthy meal that's also very delicious.
Yes.
And we're going to start. I started by wilting the onions. Put a little bit of pan spray on there, and go ahead and saute the onions. And they're, as you can see, they're kind of julienne, just a little bit rough. I like it. I like it to have a little bit of body when you're taking a bite.
Right.
And afterwards, we got both bell peppers in.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful colors.
man, beautiful colors. And guess what?
Smells good.
Smelling good. And the most important stuff is, you guys, you hear the sizzle. The
Oh,
sizzle
yeah.
is what you need to make sure it's wilting real well, it's sauteing real well, and bringing out all these caramelized, all the sugars in there are caramelizing.
Okay.
Next, we're going to go ahead with quite a bit of garlic. Like I said, because we're taking out some of the other flavors out, we're putting in the good flavors, which garlic is really strong, and man, I love it. It's smelling real well already.
Yeah.
And next we're
Everybody
going to go,
loves those flavors.
absolutely. I'm going to go ahead, next thing, I'm sorry, I went the wrong way. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of the spices. And this is red pepper flakes. The red pepper flakes, what you're doing with that is just adding a little bit of heat. And it's really on the back of the mouth and the flavors, and it just enhances the flavor quite a bit.
Awesome. Yep.
A little bit of red pepper. This is a red pepper paste, and the red pepper paste is also made with different kinds of peppers. And again, it gives you just a different flavor to it. And what you want to do now, it's very important for you to actually go ahead and cook the pepper and the tomato paste to give it that dark, rich flavor. Okay. That takes about 2 to 3 minutes, and as soon as we're done with that, we're going to add our wine and deglaze our pan. Obviously, we're speeding things up a little bit for TV or YouTube, and you get that done. You're getting all those good flavors on the bottom of the pan out.
Right.
And getting it in the juices, and then this time of year, tomatoes are awesome.
Oh my gosh,
Look at this.
aren't they?
I got this from the our fresh market over here. It's on Thursdays in our county anyway.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
nice.
looks like
and,
a juicy tomato.
It is, and when you got something like that, just use fresh.
Yep.
Sometimes, unfortunately, when we don't have that alternative, when we don't, you can use some really good canned, but just make sure it's low sodium or no sodium. Definitely no sodium added.
Yes, absolutely.
And right here, we're almost there. All you have to do is now cover and let it cook
Okay.
for a few minutes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and season a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit of pepper, and I'm adding a little bit of basil, and to give it a little bit of more, a different element in flavors.
One more spice
Fresh,
to the dish.
yeah, fresh basil. This time of year, I got plenty of plants outside, and I try to use fresh whenever I can.
Awesome.
And we'll get that. Now we get it to simmer for about 25 minutes, and by
Okay.
then we should be hearing our oven going ding. It's ready, and here it is.
Ding.
Ding. We've already turned around, and I'm going to demonstrate one thing. As you can see, it's really simple. As it's already
Flaking like that
flaking
spaghetti.
like it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
But the beauty of this dish is, once again, I have some already ready through the magic of TV. Already ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and serve this nice sauce,
Wow, that looks awesome.
and a little bit of fat-free cheese on mozzarella cheese on top.
Yep.
Not much.
Let it melt
And
a little
just
bit.
let it melt a little bit.
I
Now
think
you
I'm gonna
tell
have to
me.
try some.
It's ready to go.
Gotta get some of that spaghetti squash in there. Ooh,
It's a little warm.
delicious.
Well, yeah. And if you want to do, I forgot
Oh, a
about this.
little
Let's
bit
make
of-
it a little bit of parsley,
Yeah.
fresh parsley
More
on top
color.
to get a little bit of color,
Ooh.
and you got yourself a very nice, healthy meal.
Very delicious. Have some of that spice in the back too. Didn't
It-
even need the salt.
You did need the salt. If you need to, just, you know what, cheat a little bit. It's okay if you put just that much in there.
Awesome. Thank you, Serge.
Thank you for having me.